let's go over the best and most creative conference realignment in college football 25. Y'all see what's going on, man. Go Birds, we're going to the Super Bowl. Let's go. If y'all do enjoy the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into the video. So conference realignment could really have a big impact on what you want to do in your dynasty, man. It really could spice it up. Like if you want to have a crazy dynasty where you just switch everyone to a different conference, you play your favorite teams all in one conference. You can even go to the conference rules. A lot of you guys might already know about this, but you could change the number of conference games and you could literally make it 12. So if we put this on 12, and for this conference realignment, I'm going super overpowered with the SEC. So we're going to go through each conference. I didn't make any changes to the AAC. The ACC, I did make a few changes, moved a couple teams out. And like I said, this is going to be a super overpowered conference with the SEC. This is going to be the Big Ten for this realignment. You could change it however you want, man. This is going to be the Big 12. Difference is going to be Conference USA, Independent. We took Notre Dame out, and we also rebuild the Pac-12 because we got to. So we just put the teams that transfer that's going to the Pac-12 in 26. We throw them in there. Also, Mississippi State is in here. Need somewhere to put them. You could throw them into another conference, Mountain West. You can make them independent, wherever you want to do. But you get to the SEC, and I pit all of the best teams. At least a lot of the top dogs in the nation, all in one conference, man. And what you do is, I'm suggesting, like I said, you pit the conference on Press Square, and you come in here, you pit this on 12 games. So you're playing every team game is a conference game, man. There's no walk in the park. Every team is good in this conference. You take someone out and you put yourself in. Maybe you take out Auburn, Arkansas, maybe even Kentucky, whoever you want to take out, and you pitch your team in here, South Carolina, whatever team you want to take out you don't think fit. You put yourself in this conference. Even if you're a top dog, if you're a small school, throw yourself in here. It's going to be tough. It is going to be extremely tough, man. I promise you. It's going to be a different team winning this conference every single year, man. So we added Clemson, Notre Dame, Miami is in here, Oregon is in here, Penn State also added. I think that's it. That's all the changes we added. And like I said, we just took all the big dogs around the nation. We put them all in one conference, all one power conference. And then everything else don't really matter, man, because we know who's winning the national championship every single year. It's a team in this SEC, man. I doubt you'll see another. Maybe USC might be able to make a run. Maybe Florida State turns it around, whatever. You could add whatever teams. Maybe you want USC into the SEC in this super power conference. Maybe you want to move all the teams to the Big Ten. Whatever you want to do, man. The conference is maxed out at 20 teams. So just keep that in mind. 20 teams is the max you can have in each conference. All right, man. So the next idea is going to be this relegation and promotion idea. So the way this is going to work, the Sun Belt is going to act as a FCS team, man. So they're going to be the lowest of the low division. So you can take some of these teams out of the Sun Belt and you can put them in the Pac-12 to even it out. But like I said, the Sun Belt act like this is FCS. So it's promotion, retention. So the way it's going to work, the top two teams from the Sun Belt, they get promoted to the upper conferences. The upper conferences in this will be the Mountain West, the American, the Mid-American, Independent. You would take these teams out the Independent, you could put them in the Pac-12, whatever, but Conference USA will also count as one of them lower conferences. And then lastly, the ACC. The four upper conferences are going to be the ACC, the Big 10, the Big 12, and then the SEC, just like in real life. And then kind of in between the lower and the upper is going to be this Pac-12. And that's also going to play a role in this whole thing. So like I said, the best two teams in the Sun Belt, which is essentially going to be FCS, get promoted to the upper division. And the upper division is going to be whether it's the Mid-American or the AAC or Conference USA, they get promoted to that. Then the top two teams from those four conferences get promoted to the Pac-12, right? Stay with me now. Then the top two teams from the Pac-12 get promoted to whether it's the Big 10, Big 12, the SEC, one of those conferences, they get promoted to that. Now the top four conferences, Big 12, ACC, Big 10, and then also the SEC, the bottom two teams in those conferences get moved down. So it kind of just a whole promotion and retention, and then also the bottom teams in the Pac-12 move down, the bottom teams in the Mid-American, that lower division, they move down to the Sun Belt. So it's kind of always two teams going up, always two teams going down. Hopefully I did a good job at explaining that. So for this next idea, I want to come over to Operation Sports. Shout out to these guys. Feel free to come over here and use this pretty much this document that this guy made, and it's pretty good, man. So what this is conference realignment is based on their location. And down here, he explains everything, his reasoning for moving every school to each location. And you have the ACC, you got Appalachian State, Duke, Liberty, North Carolina, NC State, all of that. You got Liberty, you got, Temple, Penn State, Maryland in there. Then you get into the Midwest, you got Illinois, all of these schools. And it goes by every single location and best division that makes the most sense for their actual location in real life. This one might take a little bit to actually pit in the game, but it's actually very useful. And then it's also like a tier 2 conference, and it has all the teams. I'm scrolling through a little bit fast, so feel free to come over here to this website. I'll leave the link down in the description if y'all want to check it out. But I do think this is a pretty cool idea that you guys should at least consider checking out. And then lastly, I asked our friends ChatGPT. We literally dropped the AI video, just talking about how AI could help your dynasty, and it could also help with your conference realignment. So all I asked them was, could you give me some ideas, some good conference realignment ideas? And this is what they produced. The mega conference, they wants to add Clemson, Florida State, Miami, Texas Tech to the SEC. Not sure I fully get that, especially without like removing any other teams, just adding those. I get, Clemson, Miami, but Texas Tech, Florida State, I don't know. And then the Big Ten, they want you to add Notre Dame. But this is fun. It could lead to some fun at least, man. Here they got a regional rivalries, which, they got Penn State, Pitt, Temple. That's actually kind of cool. I might have to do that idea or something. But yeah, I do like some of these ideas here. You could put anything you want into ChatGPT, and that'll help you out with some conference realignments. They gave me a lot of ideas. The Blue Bloods down here, also the wild card. I'm scrolling through, but obviously y'all can pause the video and read any of these that y'all want. And this one might be my favorite, man. The Chaos Conference setup, man. And that's where you just randomize it, man. You randomize it, and teams are in whatever conferences. I suggest for that, you randomize what team you pick too. You pick a random team, you get put in a random conference, and you just ball out, man. That actually would be kind of fun. And you could obviously do that with a randomizer on a website, or you could ask ChatGPT to randomize, the conferences, and they'll literally give you that. And I did all of that, man. Thanks. Can you randomize all 133 teams into conferences? And they did exactly that, man. You got Louisiana, Miami, Alabama. You got Penn State in here. It's actually a pretty solid conference. And it just literally just randomized all the teams here, man. And you could do the same exact thing. Whatever idea you have, you probably could put into ChatGPT, and they'll give you some good ideas, or they'll expand on your idea, take it even further. So feel free to use that tool, man. And then also, you could create divisions. SEC used to be a division, a conference that had, that was split in between two divisions. You could bring that back. You could give any conference divisions. If you press square, come over here, turn divisions on. You can name the divisions. You could also change the games, all that, how many games you play, conference games. You can go all the way down to 7. You go all the way up to 12. You can do a lot of different things with this, man. Don't just, start a dynasty, hop into it, and next thing you know, you bored. You actually got to, do a little bit something to make it fun, man. Also, if you wanted to bring like the Ivy League, you literally could do that, man. You could import a bunch of different Ivy League teams. You could put them all in the Sun Belt. You could do stuff like that, and that could also be fun, man. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see something like that. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Go over to my Twitch, and drop a follow over there for my live streaming series. Other than that, go Birds.